Back to the Morning Blend. February is Heart Health Month, and here to help us make better long-term choices is Dr. Stephen Lamm. He has medical advice on many popular television shows. He is also the author of this book, No Guts, No Glory, Gut Solution, the core of your total wellness. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Molly.
Absolutely. And the premise of your book is that a lot of our problems, medical, even emotional, maybe mental, start with an organ that we kind of tend to ignore, and that's our gut, the gastrointestinal stuff, right?
Absolutely. You know, there's this beautiful orchestration of these hollow organs like your esophagus and your intestine, and these solid organs, your pancreas and your liver. They work in concert to do a lot of important things like absorb the nutrients in your foods, like promote a healthy, immune system, which really moves me towards the heart a little bit, the #1 killer of both men and women. First sign of heart disease being sudden death or heart attack in 40 to 50% of people. So just because you're feeling well, just because you don't think you have heart disease doesn't mean you don't have it. And that statistic is very scary. And that's why this company, which is called, Urgent RX, they make a powdered form of aspirin. It's in a wallet-sized packet. This is a no-brainer. I'm a doctor. I should keep it in my wallet, which I now do, in case either I have the heart attack or somebody else has the heart attack. It can promote your survival by more than 20%. I mean, that's simple enough. This is aspirin. These companies were just smart enough to put it in a powdered, flavored form. There are other things that people can do. There's a wonderful company called Silver Sneakers. They are, they create fitness program for older adults. It's covered under many or most of the Medicare health plans. They create an environment so that your parents or grandparents would want to go there. It creates a community. They learn about balance and strength and aerobics. Why wouldn't you do this? It's covered under your plan. And then the other things that are kind of interesting is on the natural things that people can do. Statins are obviously a very important and a critical part of heart disease prevention, especially when you have high cholesterol. But there's more to heart disease than cholesterol. It's about circulation. It's about platelets that promote stickiness and clotting. There are two companies. One is Swanson that produces a tomato extract called Fruit Flow. Keeps those platelets from not being too sticky, promotes circulation. Pygnogenol, pine bark extract. You can go to Dwayne Reed, go to a health food store. It has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant qualities. I did research on the endothelial cells, the cells that line your blood vessels that are the directors of where flow goes, keeps them healthy. 80% of illnesses overall can be prevented. Heart disease, if you don't smoke, if you try to keep your weight controlled, if you use food as a nutrient, oh my God, you have a great chance of living into your senior years well. You don't want heart disease, believe me. You do not want heart disease.
Yeah, and you talk about using food as a nutrient. What types of food specifically would you recommend? And your book goes into a lot of detail about this, but what food specifically should we add now?
Molly, go into your beautiful supermarkets and look at all the organic stuff. Look at any food that has color to it. If it's green, orange, yellow, red, it's overwhelmingly likely to have flavonoids, to have nutrients in them. Don't think that any one food is going to do it for you. In other words, if you ate asparagus all day long, spinach, no, you want a variety. Pick foods that your body can actually digest. Remember, you've got to break down foods into its subcomponents so that you can absorb them. If they're highly processed, if you cook them to death, I mean, you're going to not be able to absorb it. You're going to basically reduce the nutrient value of the food. Remember, we use food as a drug in our society, right? We worry about calories. When you really should be thinking about is nutrients. That's why you're taking the food in. So pick foods that start out with a high nutrient value. Forget about calories. Think about nutrients.
Where can people go for more information about you and your book?
Well, it's certainly, No Guts, No Glory. You can just purchase on Amazon or Kindle, whatever. You can go to my website, drstephenlamm.com. Each of the products I talked about today, silversneakers.com is wonderful. UrgentRx.com is great for the powdered aspirin. Pygnogenol.com. I mean, those are, Swanson has obviously a great vitamin line, and you can look them up on the internet. I mean, this is, we're moving towards functional foods. We're looking at evidence-based medicine. I acknowledge that when it comes to illness, you got to kind of leave it to the doctor in some ways, but to prevent illness, wellness is in your hands. You've got to really be more active. I would much rather be your coach, Molly, than your repairman. And I think that the more you do, the less I have to do. It's Heart Healthy Month. You can make a difference. You really, really can.
I like that, doctor. The idea of having a coach rather than a repairman. And it's true, we can prevent some of these problems.
Yeah.
Nice to have you on the show.
Yeah, I mean, my pleasure, Molly. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.